A while back, I created a program called Behind the Reel, and it broke down all of the components needed at the time to make reels. The problem with doing something in an app that constantly gets updates and changes means that all of that information becomes very obsolete very quickly. So, with that being said, I no longer sell Behind the Reel, but there are a lot of videos within it that are still really relevant today. And I want to make those available to people for free on this channel. Some of these videos are just the evergreen ones that it really doesn't change. It's the basics of creating reels, it's TikToks, things like that, that you can use whenever you are creating video content. So this video is all from Behind the Reel, and it's going to help you to master the basics of making reels. So before we jump into it, be sure to follow this channel, like the video, and subscribe. Turn on that bell for notifications too, because it will help us to gain more traction and to be able to help more people do social media in a mindful way. In order to record all of your reels within the Instagram app, you're going to head over to your Instagram account and select that plus sign in the upper right-hand corner. So now we're going to go ahead and create a reel, and it's going to give us the ability to just start filming from right here. It doesn't have to be in your phone. You can do it right within the app. It doesn't take up any space on your camera as well when you're doing this. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look and say, okay, what kind of reel do I want to create? For this example, I'm going to create a talking reel, and I'm going to do it all within the app. So right now, there is a tutorial about how to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and select the hands-free recording, so I don't have to have all of the pushes front to start with. So for this example, I'm going to show you how to use it with a hands-free recording. I'm going to set that timer to 3 seconds and set the timer. So now I'm going to just go ahead, hit that middle button, and it'll give me a countdown to start recording my reel. Do you want to know the best kept secret to creating amazing reels? Okay, that's the first take we're going to do. The next one, I'm going to show you how to add on to that without using the hands-free timer. And we're going to have to edit that out. So now I'm going to say, it's getting the Behind the Reel series from Soultivity Studio. So now we're going to go ahead and click this next button. And we're going to click Edit Clips in the bottom left-hand corner. And we're going to be able to make sure that our transitions are really quick and fast. People's attention spans are so short, they don't want to wait through even a half of a second where there's just dead space and it could have been edited more concisely. In order to get into that, I'm just going to click into the video itself. I'm going to grab the slider, and I'm going to look for when that happens, when I stop talking. So I'm going to see if that works. That's perfect. So now I'm going to click into the black section to be done with editing this clip. It's going to trim it up for me there. And now I'm going to click into this 4.6 second one. It's getting the Behind the Reel series from Soultivity Studio. So here we get, this one actually didn't end up needing a lot of trimming, but if I wanted to trim it a little bit, I could just kind of grab that slider, do a little bit here. I usually watch for the mouth to open a little bit, so that way it's right as you start talking. And I don't need to be flipping my hair back at the end, so I could just end it there. Let's see. Series from Soultivity Studio. Let's make sure we get that O in there though. Behind the Reel series from Soultivity Studio. It's getting the... Perfect. I'm going to click into the black section and move off of that again. So there we go. I would probably add more to that if I were to actually create this reel. It's a little bit much. So this isn't going to be something that I actually create and post. But for this example, it's a really good one to walk you through. Sounds on Instagram are definitely something that you want to start using right away. They make even just your talking videos more exciting. It can cover up any kind of bad audio quality. Of course, you want to use the best microphone that you have available, but I do realize that we don't all live in sound studios. I work right next to a very noisy window on a canal with a kid that likes to scream across the canal a lot. So it can be challenging. I know how it goes. But you want to use your best quality microphone that you have. Again, your phone is just fine. for whatever quality of audio that you're trying to record. But when you are recording audio, you want to think about, how it's going to be perceived, how you can fix any imperfections, and that's what we're going to look at right now. As usual, we're going to head over to our Instagram app and click the plus sign in the upper right-hand corner to create a reel. Now that we're in our Instagram app, we're going to talk about making trends. So voice recording type of things where somebody else is actually saying the words, but you're the one who's saying it on camera. So for here, I'm going to start from my main screen, and I'm going to click the music notes in the top, the left-hand side. Now, this is going to bring up all sorts of different music. If I wanted to, I could put, something for a talking reel. I could put the good vibes. Again, if you want to hear them, you just hit the play button on the right-hand side. If I wanted to create a talking reel with that, I would just select good vibes. And then choose the part of the song that I want featured in my reel, and then I would click done. And when I'm recording it, it's going to have that track already in the background, so I know what it's going to feel like. I can kind of get into the vibe of the music, whatever that is. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to click where the music notes were, where the good vibes track is, and I'm going to click the delete button up top. Now I'm going to do a trending audio. So I'm going to click this, the music notes again. And usually the trending ones are best done saved. So if you saved a trending reel, you can go ahead and save the audio, and you're going to click the save button here. And you have music ones that you have saved, or we're going to click the original audios. And these are all of the original audio sounds that I have saved. I'm going to do a really easy one. It's a 5-second video. So I'm going to select I Have a Secret. And we're going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to click done. Now I have up to 6 seconds to record for this. Of course, I'm going to use my hands-free timer to make it easier on myself and give myself a little preparation for it. 3.
I have to tell you a secret. Okay, bye.
Now, I have no idea if that sank up with it at all. I personally couldn't hear it when I was doing it, only because I'm recording as well at the same time, and I think that all the sound goes to the recording device, not to me, which is a little difficult. But just to kind of show you what this actually looks like, I'm going to go to start over, and I'm going to show you the actual reel that I posted with that.
I have to tell you a secret. Okay, bye.
So you can see how you'd put it all together. You just, sync up your lips with what this is saying. It takes some getting used to. Some people, it's not the easiest thing for. And if it's just not your thing, that's okay. You don't have to do it. But some people, it's a really easy way to make a quick reel. That one, probably took me less than 10 minutes to put together the entire thing. So that, for me, was a really easy reel to make. But if it's not for you, don't worry about it. But if it is for you, also, one tip I want to give you is don't beat yourself up. If your lips aren't perfectly synced with the audio, it's okay. I try and stick to the 3 takes rule, where I say I'm going to get this done in 3 takes. Anything more is just excessive. Anything less, maybe I nailed it on the first time. Amazing. I love that when that happens, but it's not always going to be the case. But if you can nail it on the first time, great. But don't stress yourself out doing it 25 times. That is just a waste of time. It is a waste of energy. It is a 5-second reel, and no one is looking at your lips that hard. Think about the reels that you see on Instagram. How often are you like, oh, that was terrible. Her lips were off. We judge ourselves a lot more harshly than other people do. So give yourself grace. Do it. Give it your best shot and see how it goes. In order to add captions to your reels, it is really important to remember that a lot of people watch reels with the sound either really low or muted altogether. If you're in a public place, if you're in a space where you're trying to not disrupt your partner or somebody else, you don't want to have the sound on super loud all the time. So adding closed captions does make it so that your reel is more likely to be seen by more people who are listening with the sound off. It does also make it accessible for hearing impaired people. So definitely there are a lot of reasons to include closed captions within your reel. And Instagram makes it really easy to do it right within your own app. So I'm going to come over here. I already created this reel within the app. This can also be done with one that's uploaded from your phone and put together. But I'm going to come here and I'm going to click the little square smiley face guy. And then the first one is going to be closed captions. Now it's going to transcribe the audio. Sometimes it's not the most accurate, but we're going to show you how to work around that and how to fix it. Down here, you can choose from 4 different options of how you want your closed captions to appear. Choose whichever one is most suited for you, but right now I'm just going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to toss it down over in this corner. I don't like quite how it looks just yet. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make it, when you click that A, it makes it so that it has a background and it's not just the font. And I'm also going to change it so that it aligns with my brand colors. These are the ones I usually use. There we go. Now let's see how that looks.
Do you not know the best kind of secret to create an amazing reel?
Now, I don't know what it is about Instagram, but they always think that want to, and there's certain words that they just like put together. It's not proper English and a lot of people don't want it to look like that. So what do you do when they're making you say the wrong word or they mishear it, something like that, is you're going to click into the text here. So I'm going to have it when it's playing and I'm going to click into the text and click it again. So you're going to be able to listen to the text, the content as well. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down for this instance. So you're going to be able to listen to it and hear it, read it at the same time. So that way you're able to make adjustments and remember exactly what you said. The first thing I want to do is change this want to have a space in it. So I'm going to go ahead and hold down that space bar, add a little thing. Once you're done with that, you can just go ahead and click into any of the open space there. I would go ahead and scroll the rest of it. I would want to especially make sure that my business name is spelled properly. And now that everything else looks good, I'm going to go ahead and tap out of it. Oh, and I'm going to click done. So, and then I'm going to click done again. And I'm going to drop this where I want it on the screen. Well, maybe I want it up here because it does have my hook in it as well. So now we have this reel with the closed captioning ready to go. Easy and effective way to either make your videos a little more interesting or give the effect that you're looking for is by either speeding up or slowing down your videos. So of course we're going to come into Instagram, we're going to click the plus sign and we're going to create our reel. Now, if we want to change the speed that something is happening, we're going to come over here, we're going to click speed. It's currently at 1 time. That just means it's at regular happening in real life time. Now, if I wanted to slow things down, I'm going to click the 0.5 or the 0.3, depending on how slow I want to be able to record. So you're going to see that I'm going to put it on 0.3 just so you can kind of see the bigger difference from the video that's happening here to the video that's happening here. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a motion. We're going to go ahead and play that back so you can see the difference. A little bit different than what happened in real life. So then you can also go ahead, you can be doing this while you're filming. You can also do this when you're editing, but I'm going to go ahead and just show you the difference when you film on 4 times speed as well. Go ahead and slay. So now we have the slow-mo, followed by that's how fast it went. It was definitely quick. So you can see there's a lot to play with here with it. So now if you want to go ahead and upload a clip that you've already taken on your camera and change the speed of it, I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to go into edit clips and we're going to add an additional clip. So I'm going to go and select the bottom left-hand corner and choose a clip from my camera reel. For effect's sake, I think I'm going to choose this little 4-second one. Here you can see that it gives you audio and speed button. Right now we're just going to look at the speed and click that speed. So now I can either make it really slow motion, I can make it a little bit slow motion, I can make it a regular speed, a little bit faster, lot a bit faster, or super fast. Really, a great time to use these are when you have kind of slow panning clips and you want to get the image out there. You want people to see it, but you know their attention span is so short. You don't want to be lagging with your time and things like that. So really using the speed up feature is great for like slow, kind of like pano shots that happen in real life. Maybe they're not the most exciting. I will say if you speed up the sound and you're using people talking in them, it does end up sounding like Minnie Mouse, so you want to make sure that you're using music or a voiceover or something different than just the people talking in the videos for that. But the slow-mo, it also can add some dynamicness to your video if you're showing, somebody running and you're trying to really convey an emotion that goes along with it. And then you use the slow-mo into the speed up type of thing. It can really add a lot of fun to your videos. So definitely play with it and see how it works for you. Instagram is all about the filters. It might not be reality, but there are ways that you can really have fun with filters on Instagram. This is going to be some basic filters, and there's going to be some additional ones in the more advanced practices in the final tutorial. But for right now, we're just going to talk about how to incorporate basic filters into your reels that you're creating. So I'm going to come back over here to this reel that we've already created and played with a little bit here. Once you have it all uploaded, you've put together, you can also do this from the very beginning, but that's we'll show that in just a second. The little 3 sparkly stars at the very top, you're going to click on those, and that's going to bring up different filters that you're able to apply. So what you would want to do is have the reel be playing, click on those sparkly filters, and then you can go ahead and see what your reel is going to look like with the different filters applied. Now, there's these ones that are the little stars. There's aesthetic ones where they're a little bit less out there, a little bit more pleasing to you. There's special effects filters where you never know what you're gonna get. But then there's also ones you can save filters. If you see a filter that somebody is using on their reel, you can go ahead, click that filter and save it, just like you would a sound or even a reel itself. So right now, we're gonna use Golden Bloom, and maybe I like it. If I don't want to use any of them, I can go ahead and just click off of it. It also allows you to search for filters. So if there's something that you think. One that I often go to will be coconut, but there's all sorts of different filters that you can find on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead, and you can see that just from looking up coconut, it gives you so many different types of filters. If there's like a color styling, like maybe we could try airy and see what comes up. There's light and airy, aesthetic. You can see now you can play around with all these light and airy filters. There's a lot of different things that you can play with. So think about it when you're trying to come up with words to search for. What kind of vibe does your brand have? And what kind of filter would make sense there? Some people don't want to use filters at all, and other ones want to use really simple ones. You can still use all of the regular Instagram ones, Paris, Oslo, New York, in Reels. And in order to do that, all you're going to do is take your finger and either swipe left or swipe right. And you can go through just the standard Instagram Reels. As I'm doing this, I'm just swiping my finger, checking it all out, seeing which one. Maybe if you use one of the basic ones for all of your Instagram stories, you want to keep it consistent across your brand, you could do that. Now, if I wanted to do it from the very beginning too, I can go ahead and I'm going to come back to this home screen. I'm going to click the effects, and now it gives you that the same choices. So say I want to make something that is, here, see what this is. That's a little different, but you can make a reel, in this whole moody, light, indie, trippy type of thing. So when you're filming, you can see it, what it's going to look like the entire time. In order to record voiceovers within Instagram, you're going to want to have your reel set up first. Right now, I've just imported something Again, it has a watermark, or a TikTok watermark on it. You don't want that, but for the sake, I'm just going to use it because it's an easy reel to be able to make a voiceover for. So here I'm going to, once my video is uploaded to Instagram, it's ready to go, I'm going to come to the music notes and I'm going to click the voiceover option. So in order to do this, I can either tap it or hold to record the audio over the entire video. Well, this is generally when you would want to be walking somebody through a how-to video, how to do something. Well, so I'm going to record and see what comes out of my mouth. I have no idea what it's going to be. These, honestly, in my opinion, can be a little bit trickier than you think they're going to be. But let's see how it goes. Happy Beaujolais Nouveau Day! Did you know that today was Beaujolais Nouveau Day? Meats, cheeses, wine, those are all the things you use to celebrate Beaujolais Nouveau. Cheers, everyone. I don't know, something like that. I feel really ridiculous recording it, but now we're gonna go and we're gonna hit done. And now we're not gonna worry, we can go ahead, we can control the audio, the camera audio. Maybe I wanna lower the volume of the music and keep the voiceover higher. So I'm gonna click done and I'm gonna come out of music and we're gonna go back to the beginning. I'm gonna turn this up and see how it goes. Happy Beaujolais Nouveau Day! Did you know that today was Beaujolais Nouveau Day? Meats, cheeses, wine, those are all the things you use to celebrate Beaujolais Nouveau. So there we have the audio with music in the background. The video is now ready to go. Really, it's up to you if you're comfortable. I'm honestly not the greatest at recording voiceovers, but I know people who do it so well. It is one of those things that it takes practice, it takes time to build up your confidence with it. I should probably just do a few more of them and then I'll be more comfortable with it. But just so you know, that is how you create voiceovers within Instagram Reels. In order to upload your videos to Instagram from your phone, if you've recorded them on your phone and now you want to upload them to Instagram, you are going to come over into the Instagram app. You're going to click the plus button up in the upper right-hand corner where you go to create the reel. And now you're going to go and click in the bottom left-hand corner, the little square with the plus sign. You're going to click in that, and it's going to bring up all of the film and photos from your camera roll on your phone. So if I were to use this to create a video of a wine and cheese night I did with friends a few days ago, I could go ahead, select all of these photos from it. I can go ahead and say, okay, I would like this, and click add. And then I would go ahead and click into the box again. I would click this photo, this small video, and click add. I would go ahead and click the little box again. You can also select all of them at once by clicking this little button here. And then you would just go ahead and select, maybe we'll do that. And then the end of the night, and now we can hit the little arrow down here and select both of that. And it will give us some suggested audio. So it'll pop up right away. You can either click skip or you can go ahead and just have it add that to it. And it makes the video for you a little bit easier.